Enzo Maresca's era at Chelsea began early today in the US when they kicked off their first preseason match against Wrexham in California, which ended 2 apiece. In this video, I'll be delving into Enzo's style of play, how Chelsea will line up for the season ahead with their current and building squad, the players to watch out for, the players who won't fit, and the negatives to Enzo Ball. As we already know, Maresca's footballing philosophy consists of keeping the ball, being patient with it, playing out from the back, brave in passing, and most importantly, in control, proving to be a success in this championship winning season at Leicester City last campaign. Now, if you didn't watch too much of Leicester City last season, Enzo used a 4-3-3 system that interchanged into a 3-2-5 on the ball, when Ricardo Pereira, the right back, inverted into midfield to make a pivot with Harry Winks, as the left back tucks inside to make a wide back three. This is done as it allows Enzo's team to overload the central spaces, making it very difficult for the opposition to cut the passing lanes between the midfielders and the three defenders that always look forwards. When attacking, Leicester did so with numerous players coming forwards, with two midfielders making underlapping runs and both wingers hugging the touchline looking to take their man on. Now, how will this look at Chelsea? Enzo comes in with a clear philosophy and idea. He mentioned at Leicester that we were born with this idea and we're going to die by this idea. So if anybody doesn't fit the way he wants to play, they simply won't feature no matter what. Harry Souttar, Danny Ward, Luke Thomas and Daniel Everson found this out last season, and it's something Ben Chilwell, Petrovic and potentially Conor Gallagher may find out too. Now, between the sticks, Enzo demands a modern day goalkeeper that is good with his feet, especially short passing, comes off their line, decent shot stopper, claims crosses, etc, etc, you get the idea. It seems with recent news, Danish and Villarreal goalkeeper Philip Jorgensen will be their man after Chelsea made a 20 million bid for his services, and Robert Sanchez will feature as a backup and play in cup competitions, but Jorgensen is a nice pickup by Chelsea and someone's game will revolutionise at Chelsea under his coaching. Jorgensen is a good 1v1 goalkeeper whose shot-stopping ability is impressive. He's well equipped to come off his line and calm with the ball, but may need to improve on his passing accuracy under pressure. In defence, after Enzo mentioned in his press that James and Gusto have been inverting, it's clear that James will come into midfield whilst the rest of the defence will consist of Fofana at right centre-back if he can stay fit, Tosin at central centre-back and Levi Cole at left-back with Vega and Cucurella as options too. Chelsea have a lot of depth in their defence, which is great, but letting go of Chalobah for me seems a little strange with his overall skill set suiting the right centre-back role down to the ground, as Wesley Fofana, as we know, is very injury prone, which could leave just a Sassy who can play this role, potentially forcing Maresca to invert from the left instead, meaning Cucurella or Vega will join the midfield instead, forcing Reece James or Malo Gusto into the three. One of Leicester's biggest weaknesses last season was being counter-attacked in transition. They were caught out a lot, but this really shouldn't be a problem, as Enzo now has fast defenders that have recovery pace, as at the East Midlands club, his fastest centre-back was Wout Faz. In the central centre-back role, the defender needs to be smart. They need to read everything that's happening in front of them, meaning you need a quality passer and reader of the game there. Tosin from Fulham is a fantastic pickup for a free and really suits this role. Badiashile could operate there too, and so can Levi Colwell, but Tosin stands out the brightest for me. Fofana, if he stays fit, could thrive massively as the right centre-back role could get the very best out of him, and I even think Moises Caicedo at right back is an option, as he sometimes played a similar role at right back under Roberto De Zerbi coming into midfield. Talking of midfield, I could personally see a midfield three of Moises Caicedo, Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall or Christopher Nkunku, and Cole Palmer. In this midfield three, the 2-8s push a lot higher into attacking positions and sometimes aggressive in the press, but the DM stays fairly deep, controlling the ball and having a lot of touches, suiting Caicedo and Lavia fantastically, and wherever Chelsea stand with Enzo Fernandez, probably him too. The left centre mid spot seems tied down to Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall, but Enzo has expressed how impressed he's been with Nkunku's versatility, mentioning that he can play up front, on the wing and in midfield, so I wouldn't be surprised to see Nkunku altered between the number 9 role on the wing and the left centre mid spot. On the other hand, Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall knows his role, understands and has thrived under Enzo's footballing philosophy. While off the ball he can lead the press, and on the ball be used as one of the main ball carriers. Carney Chukwuemeka is that bigger physical presence that I can see thriving under Enzo Maresca. He's great on the ball and in tight spaces, and is in need of a breakout season, and this could be his one if he stays injury free. The front three I see of Raheem Sterling on the left, Madueke on the right, and Jackson or Nkunku up top. Palmer is a fantastic player and a pure match winner who can hug the touchline just like Madueke and drive onto his left foot and cause danger, just like Abdul Fatawu did for Leicester City. But to be used to his finest of strengths, I think Palmer can be utilised at right centre midfield. On the left, Sterling is one that on the ball can achieve what Enzo wants, but off the ball, potentially a different question. Whilst Mikhail Mudryk needs more experience, tactical knowledge and time to thrive. And finally, up top, Nicholas Jackson is a Maresca at number 9. He's cute on the turn, skillful on the ball, and just needs more experience and mentoring in front of goal. That's the team, that's the 11, but who are the players to watch out for? For me, it's clear. Levi Colwill, Reece James, Moises Caicedo, Nicholas Jackson and Christopher Nkunku. But the players who won't fit, as mentioned earlier, Ben Chilwell, Petrovic who's potentially going to be loaned out, and maybe, just maybe, Conor Gallagher. On one hand, Gallagher has flourished in an attacking midfield spot at Crystal Palace on loan. He covers a lot of ground, he's great off the ball and in the press, but on the other hand, he lacks that creative spark, not the most efficient ball carrier in deeper areas and isn't the best dribbler. Chilwell is predominantly an attacking wing-back down the flanks. He's not one who excels in central spaces, and Petrovic is a decent shot stopper, but his positioning and overall distribution needs a fair bit of work. Under the Italian head coach, they'll have a clear structure, idea, philosophy and understanding across the different players, as they'll know their role exactly, down to its last detail, meaning there'll be a tactical identity again at Chelsea. The players will be properly coached, managed and fitness and enjoying life under Enzo Maresca. But what are the obstacles to expect whilst watching a Maresca team? Sometimes it's simply too slow. A forward pass into an attacking player will be ignored a lot, through a pass sideways to preserve the ball, but this will be the case even more if the two number 8s are either isolated or hiding from a forward pass. And as I touched on earlier, transition. At Chelsea, this really shouldn't be a problem with the recovery pace of the backline and midfield, but against low block teams you'll have a lot of men committed forward, which plays the risk of being caught out on the break, which Leicester did many times under Enzo Maresca, yet the only factor that saved them was the quality in front of goal in the Championship, meaning it wasn't as exploited as much as it should have been, as the quality in the Premier League is a completely different level to the Championship. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to smash a like and subscribe. I did a video just like this delving more into Leicester City and Enzo Maresca, so make sure to check that out, and I'll see you guys next week.